Guys, this is your Chief, Pathman Raja, recording a very special video, which is quite emotional to me, because this is a retro video. So we're going back to the early years. Alright, the first video I ever made was the 8 basic building blocks, which was a 2-hour video which all of you guys use until today. That's what I call a classic. But we also did a module called Paradigm Shifts, that the change of mindset required once you get into our business, network marketing, QNet, the V. Alright, and today I'm going to be talking about 3 paradigm shifts on this video. Alright, and I need you to focus on this, because what happens when you start your journey in networking, you need to change your mindset. You cannot apply the mindsets that you had before you get into network marketing, because this industry requires firstly different strategies. Now think about this. Traditional business, sports, everything in life, they are strategies. Now you can't apply strategies that a football coach uses for swimming competition. Neither can a swimming coach apply the swimming strategies onto a football team in a football match. So I realized over the years that when people sign up, they join QNet with certain fixed paradigms. And if they don't shift that paradigms or change that mindset, they struggle very difficult in the beginning of their journey, and therefore they don't see the results they want. They switch off, they drop out of the business. So these 3 paradigms are the most basic paradigm shifts that you need to apply to yourself as you start your journey towards financial freedom, towards achieving your dreams. Okay? Now the first paradigm, the concept of business. For the longest time growing up, whichever country you are, including myself, the concept of business means investing a lot of money, alright, opening a traditional shop, alright, buying a license, a franchise, and it's capital intensive. That means you need a lot of money to pour into a business to get it started. And that's why a lot of people do not even try to get into business or to become an entrepreneur. Because firstly, they can't afford it, they don't have the financial resources or the skill set required to start a traditional business. Now, the first paradigm you have to shift is that network marketing is a business, but it's not a traditional business. You don't need a lot of money to get started. Today, in today's world, you need 100,000, 200,000, $1 million US to start a respectable business anywhere in the world. You need a location. You need to invest in manpower. You need to buy a franchise or a concept. And you have to be there 24 hours a day, because you can't trust anyone else to manage your business, manage your systems, and control your money. Now, network marketing today is a respected business. It is recognized as a business. However, it doesn't have the challenges, the limitations, and the financial requirement of traditional businesses. So the first paradigm that I want you to change is that network marketing is a business, but you don't apply the strategies or the requirements of a traditional business. Network marketing applies a different strategy. The first strategy of network marketing, it doesn't require a lot of money. You can get into QNet anywhere from $600 to $6,000 to $10,000. In today's economic of scale, that is peanuts. That's not even real money anymore. Now, 50 years ago, you tell somebody you need 5,000 US to get into network marketing, they might get a heart attack. But today, 5,000 US is a very, very reasonable, acceptable amount of money that almost everyone has or has access to easily. Therefore, the concept of network marketing as a business is not capital intensive, that you don't need a lot of money. Now, what does this mean? This means that you can access almost anyone and introduce them to the concept of network marketing. That the affordability of becoming an entrepreneur to start your own business, local or take it global with QNet, is now accessible to a large percentage of the population. Now, even if a guy says he does not have the money, all right, and most people today, sad to say, do not manage their funds well, may not have 5,000 US dollars sitting down on their living room table, but they have access to it. Everyone can find money if they believe in what they're doing. All right? Now, the strategies of traditional business do not apply in network marketing. Traditional business requires a certain skill set. If you were to open a restaurant, you need to know how to run a restaurant. You need to know the quality of food, how to manage inventory, how to do everything from your POS system, point of sale system, all right, managing the system in the kitchen, making sure food is on time. So not every Tom, Dick and Sally can tomorrow decide, I want to open a restaurant. You need a certain skill set. If you start an import-export business, you need to understand finance, customs laws, duties, excise, tax management. But network marketing, the beauty of the concept of network marketing, it doesn't require any special skill set. Now, I know it's hard to believe, Pathman, are you saying I can be a businessman and a businesswoman in network marketing without having a skill set? The answer is yes, yes, yes. Now, when I signed up 18 years ago, I had no skill set. I didn't know what network marketing was about. All right? I didn't know what a compensation plan was. I didn't know left and right. I didn't know tracking center. But I learned it fast because the language and the strategy of network marketing is simple to understand and it's duplicable and anyone can teach it, even though you're not qualified accountant or mathematician, all right, or an expert in the field. To be honest, people who claim to be experts in network marketing may sign up with us and not succeed. And somebody with no background in business, never ran a business before in their life, never understood a compensation plan, never heard about the industry of network marketing, can sign up and make money and be successful. And in QNet today, we have enough living proof of people who have done this. Nobodies who became somebodies. And they learn as they go along. And you mature as your organization grows bigger. And the more money you make, the bigger expert you become in network marketing. But always remember this. It is not a traditional business, but it's still a form called entrepreneurship, where you actually own your business in network marketing. Now, all the headaches of traditional business, inventory management, shipping, financial management, corporate structuring, tax, logistics, manpower, systems, organization charts, all right, product development, research and development, packaging, marketing, IT, digital marketing, okay? All of that is not your headache in network marketing. That's the beauty of it. You actually become a business owner with the same potential of income as a traditional business owner without the headaches of traditional business. So network marketing has solved the perennial problem of why people don't become business owners, because they just don't know how to manage a business. But here QNet does everything for you. QNet manages everything. Every aspect of the business is looked after by professionals, highly qualified, highly motivated, highly systematic, who are hired and managed by a very qualified corporate team in QNet. You own the business. You will make more money than any employee in QNet. All right? But you don't have the headaches of a traditional business. So the first paradigm shift you have to understand, that you have to shift, respect network marketing as a business, treat it as serious as you would a business, commit yourself exactly how you would commit if you open a restaurant or you open a traditional company without the headaches. Now I know it sounds too good to be true, but that's why network marketing as an industry is growing today, crossing over 200 billion US dollars a year in turnover. And QNet being the fastest growing, all right, ever network marketing company originating from Asia. So we have taken the success formula of the industry of network marketing, added the amazing culture, systems, heart and soul of originating from Asia with founders like Dato Sri Vijay and Japadas Bismarck, and we have merged both of this and made it possible for all of you, whoever's watching this video right now, to have that possibility, that chance of becoming a business owner, an entrepreneur with limitless, unlimited income potential. So remember this, traditional restrictions, traditional challenges of owning a business does not exist in network marketing. However, the work ethic is still the same. If you want a restaurant to be successful, you have to commit time. You cannot afford to switch off. You cannot close your restaurant on Monday, open on Tuesday, close on Wednesday, open on Thursday, and then take 1 week off because your cat is sick. All right? You have to commit. You got to open your restaurant 7 days a week. All right? You can't close the door because you're tired as customers are walking in. You can't switch off. You can't allow challenges to stop you. The same principles apply in network marketing. You got to be switched on. Even though you are purchasing products of 5,000, 10,000 US, 2,000 US, 600 US, doesn't matter. Still take it seriously. So you need to take network marketing as serious as you would a traditional business. This is the most important paradigm of taking the first step. So as much as I tell people I am a networker, all right, as much as you are an IR or an upline, downline leader, but ultimately you are a business owner. You are the CEO of your empire. All right? There may not be a building with your name on it. You may not have 600 employees and 17 trucks delivering products all around. You don't need that. You just have to have the mindset of a CEO. And you can build an empire bigger than any traditional business in your country. And I've seen this with these two gorgeous eyes. I have seen nobodies make more money than a restaurant or a traditional business that exists in their market, all right, for more than 20 years. And these guys do it in 2 or 3 years. So what does it say? It says that network marketing is the future, that it's a trend. All right? Every year you hear about new trends are changing, from mobile phone technology to transportation, all right, to business concepts. Now, network marketing is what I call a timeless trend, because there's no other opportunity on the planet that gives access to the common man and common woman with the uncommon dream to become a business owner. But you must have that paradigm shift, that you are no longer an employee, all right? You're no longer a regular Joe down the street, but you today own your own business with this great potential of income without the headaches of traditional business. Now, this is the first paradigm shift. Now, the second paradigm shift is fundamentally very important. Now, from the time we were born until today, we were taught that to be successful, you need to know people. You need to know a lot of people. You need to have contacts. So whichever country you're from, I'm sure you heard rumors, that guy is successful because he knows people. This guy is successful because he has a lot of contacts. Our parents struggle to send us to the right school, all right, put us in the right community, so that we build up and develop what we call a list of contacts that could help us down the road and in the future. For example, all right, even opening a traditional business, it is clearly in traditional business that a person with more contacts, all right, more people they know, will have a higher chance of success than somebody with zero contacts. So if you were to open a restaurant in Kuala Lumpur tomorrow, and I live in Kuala Lumpur, and I've been here for 40 years of my life, and I know thousands of people, my family knows thousands of people, and I open a restaurant tomorrow and tell every one of my contacts that I own a restaurant. And you are from India, all right, or Africa, or Middle East, all right, somewhere, and you come to Malaysia and open a restaurant with zero contacts, all right, who's going to be more successful? Obviously me. As long as our food quality is the same, I have much more contacts. Now that paradigm exists in our mind. from the time we grew up until today as adults, we recognize the fact that the more people you know, the more contacts you have, the more successful you would be in business, the more successful you'll be in life. However, when you look into network marketing, that paradigm will have to change. Because in network marketing, that rule of life doesn't actually apply. And this is very interesting. This is why I believe network marketing is the business of the future. All right? Now, don't make the mistake of coming into our company QNet and assuming, all right, that you find a prospect who has a lot of contacts and he would be a great downline. I have seen that fall flat on the face. Just because somebody has a lot of contacts doesn't mean he makes a great networker. The truth of the matter is, coming into networking is for everyone and anyone because it applies on a simple principle called the circle of influence. All right? Now, what is this thing called the circle of influence? Now, through your journey of life, you have built various types of relationships. Every human on the planet has a circle of influence. A circle of influence ranges from 5 people to 100 people. All right? Or maybe 2 people to 100 people. And everyone, depending how you grew up, will know more people or know less people. All right? But anywhere in the world, if you had a normal life and not living in the forest alone on a tree with one monkey, all right, you would have a circle of influence. Now, network marketing is so possible, all right, is so accessible, all right, because it applies the principle of circle of influence. You don't need to have 1,000 contacts to be successful in network marketing. You need your circle of influence. Now, your circle of influence, on average, anyone around the world, in my opinion, all right, strong circle of influence, with 4 or 5 people. Now, what does that mean? This means that these people trust you, regardless of what you say. It's not about what you present to them. It's not about what you say or how you present it. They trust you. They know you. All right? They have gone through a journey of life with you where they have seen the best and worst and they have embraced and accepted you for who you are. Now, everyone on the planet has 4 or 5 people who will never say no to you. This is proven over and over again. Now, think about this. What are you doing in network marketing? Are you going to the streets immediately from day one and talking to strangers? No. You talk to your circle of influence. Why? Because you are now a business owner. All right? You have a great opportunity called QNet. You believe in it. You signed up. Now, you're not a moron, I hope. All right? Be a moron with a dream, but just don't be a plain moron. You're not a moron. So you saw something. You saw potential. You love the business. You love the vision of Dato Sri Vijay and Jayaprakash Bismarck. All right? And you fell in love with QNet and the concept. Now, who are you going to share this with? All right? You have great news. You have the cure for poverty. All right? You have a cure for being mediocre. You have a cure for going to work, coming back home and dying broke. You have the cure in your hands. Now, who are you going to share it with? You are immediately going to share it with your circle of influence. These are people you love, you care about, and people who trust you. So if you look behind me, everyone has a circle of influence. Your circle of influence is only 4 people. That's it. 4 people. All right? Now, what you fail to understand is these 4 people also have their circle of influence. I hope you see where I'm going with this. All right? So before you go and talk to strangers and do everything else, don't lose out on your circle of influence. All right? So now I have 4 people in my circle of influence who will sign up because I showed them the business opportunity, not because the business opportunity. Most people in your circle of influence will say yes before even understanding the compensation plan, before even understanding the products or the company. They will say, Pathman, if you are in, I am in. That's how I got Sati. That's how I got Kuna. That's how this whole thing started. That's how Dato Sri got me. You understand? So if you look at the whole concept of what we have today, the 12 million over people in our organization, what does it represent? It represents people signing up people in their circle of influence. It's a continuous connection. It's a web of relationships. It's a web of trust, belief, and people sign up. So now if you have 4 people in your circle of influence, they all sign up. Now how many people do they have? They have 4 each. Now if you do the maths and look at the diagram, alright, you got 4 people in your circle of influence. These 4 people bring 4 other people in their circle of influence. That becomes 16. Alright? Now these 16 people bring 4 people from their circle of influence. That becomes 64. Alright? These 64 people become 4 people in their circle of influence. That's 256. Alright? And 256 people just bring 4 people from their circle of influence who sign up on trust. Alright? Believing that the person presenting the business to them is going to guide them along the way. That grows to 1,024 people. Now, can you conclude signing up 4 people in your circle of influence in 1 month? Definitely. You must be an absolute moron living in a tree if you can't do that. Can they duplicate that timeline of 1 month to another month to another month? So the possibility is in 4 months, your organization could grow to 1,024 people. And what did everyone do? They spoke to people in their circle of influence. Now this is the power of network marketing. Now if we were in traditional sales, you would walk up to a stranger in a bus stop trying to sell a product. Now not everyone is good at that. Not everyone has that ability, alright? Not everyone has that social ability at the beginning of their journey to walk up to a complete stranger and be the greatest salesman or saleswoman. Alright, but everyone has that ability to talk to their circle of influence. It's a comfortable approach. There's trust. There's years of relationship and belief. Now, if you understand the philosophy of network marketing, why I always say that anyone and everyone can become tremendously successful in network marketing, because the fundamental aspect, the foundation of network marketing is the ability for you to talk to people in your circle of influence. Now yes, there are people with bigger circle of influence, smaller circle of influence. So how did Dato Sri Vijay, alright, develop a network so big with so many powerful leaders? Now think about it. I don't know half the leaders around the world before QNet. They are not part of my circle of influence. Alright, I didn't know most of them personally. I didn't know Arun, I didn't know Atli, I didn't know David Sharma. Alright, I don't know Sachin, Tobing, Fofana, Dorian, Said Amir, alright, Hamid, Erkan. Okay, I didn't know Suraj. Okay, I didn't know Manoj, Dave Joel. These people were somebody else's circle of influence. But because of the growth of the organization, leaders can be anywhere. So it's not only you identifying somebody and making them into the biggest leader. That's not always possible. Alright? But somebody's circle of influence will bring you a powerful, unbelievable leader. And if you have a powerful, unbelievable leader in your left and your right, earning 10, 20,000 US a week, you are financially free. But if somebody interviews you after 5 years and say, did you find this person? No, but he belonged to somebody's circle of influence. Now that's the power of network marketing. Network marketing works on the basis of relationships that already exist. Now this is the foundation. As you move along, you will be talking to people in your warm zone, in your cold zone. You will gain enough confidence to walk up to a complete stranger, especially after you start making money, after you start seeing results, your confidence level goes up. When I first started, I wasn't willing to walk up to a stranger. I worked with my circle of influence. Today, I can talk to anyone, anywhere, and show them how beautiful QNet is. But beginners, like you watching this video, work on your circle of influence, your hot zone as we call it. And that circle of influence will lead you to powerful leaders in your organization. And any one of you applying just the concept of circle of influence, hot zone, you can get 1,000 people in your organization in 4 months or even sooner. Right? That's the logic. That's the beauty. That's the first paradigm shift. You don't need to have strong contacts. You don't need to hunt for people with mega sales skill set or hunt for people with a lot of contacts. Just work with your circle of influence. Why is this important, guys? Because when you present to somebody and you tell them you got to talk to 2,000 people, all right, to become successful, they're going to panic. They're not going to sign up. They're going to walk away. Because it's not in human nature to walk up and talk to 2,000 strangers. Nobody wants to go to the bus stop and talk to a stranger. Nobody wants to run around the street with a brochure saying, please join me, please join me, please join me. But if you tell people, join us, start with your circle of influence. I'll help you. Talk to your circle of influence. Then we talk to their circle of influence and they talk to their circle of influence. And before you know it, you become one of the most powerful networkers. And one day when you're financially free, sitting down somewhere and I meet you for coffee, we will talk about this video. And it's true. All our top leaders today who are maxing out, earning thousands of US a week, if you ask them, they all started with their circle of influence, their hot zone, based on a simple philosophy of trust, and that just exponentially grew. And the top leader in your organization may be 100 levels down, 200 levels down on this side. Doesn't matter. You will know them later on. They will grow. They follow the system. They attend events. They come to VCon. They come to ISB. We will help find and develop them. But the minimum requirement is for you to work with your circle of influence. So the power of circle of influence is one of the biggest foundations that makes network marketing such an accessible business for anyone and everyone. All right? So that logic of circle of influence is what makes QNet a business that can work in any country, can work for a homemaker or housewife, for a professional, all right? For somebody who has only a few friends, they tell you, listen, I can't join this business because I don't know many people. It's okay. Do you have a circle of influence that trusts you? Let's work with them first, and they will grow and expand. And before you know it, these people become your biggest leaders. So if you ask some of our top leaders in QNet and the V today, all right, they will tell you that they started just with their circle of influence. And they themselves are shocked today, the amount of people they will have. Now, as your organization grows, you will still keep doing presentation. You will still keep talking to people in your name list. But your confidence grows. And when your checks and commissions grow, you become a network marketing machine. But you started with your circle of influence. That's all you need to start your journey of entrepreneurship with QNet. So don't panic. If you don't know many people and your list is very short right now, don't panic. All of us started with 4 or 5 people who are close to us, most of them family, best friends, and it grew. We have 12 million people today because Dato Sri and Japa started with their circle of influence.